back at it again. And we've got one here that, I saw the title. I was like, you know what? I'm actually pretty interested in what they had to say about this. We've got one here from the Daily Caller. Once again, huge shout out to the Daily Caller. Make sure you guys go subscribe to their YouTube channel and show these guys some major love. Major love and support. All right, I'll leave the link down below. Just click the link, and that's where you guys can subscribe to their channel and also watch, this video here, because these guys do some fantastic work, and I think that they should be a lot bigger than what they are currently. So go show them some love and support. But in today's video, we have the Daily Caller going around and asking Republicans what went wrong in the midterms. Now, I've given my thoughts and my, infant opinions, and I say infant because, I'm still new to this whole journey. It's a process, all right? I don't know everything. I feel like I've learned a lot over this past, I don't know, how long has it been? 7 months? 6 months, 7 months? I don't know how long it's been at this point. It hasn't been very long, but I feel like I've learned a lot. But I want to hear straight from some of these Republicans' mouths, other than Trader Mitch, what they think went wrong. And I'll pose the question to you all. What do you think went wrong in the midterms? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, comment. Hit that subscribe button before you go. And with that being said, let's dive in.
A lot of people are upset about the midterm results.
Sure.
The Senate did not fall back into
Josh Hawley. Here, let me move that there so you guys can see everyone's name. Which I'm sure you guys already know everybody's name. I'm still like learning people's names, but Josh Hawley is someone that I'm pretty familiar with. He's one of those guys that's been in front of the camera quite a bit, and I think Republicans need to do more things like Josh, like Jim Jordan, like Chip Roy, and some of these other Republicans that I feel like are like always putting themselves out there, like Nancy Pelosi, like Chuck Schumer. We need more Republicans doing stuff like these guys, putting themselves in front of the camera, putting themselves on social media all the time, Anyway, let's continue on.
Republicans' hands.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Because sure.
The Senate did not fall back into Republicans' hands.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Because Republicans ran without any real agenda. What Republicans ran on, Senate Republicans, the Democrats suck, and so elect us. And you had a lot of independent voters who said, yeah, Joe Biden does suck, but we're not just going to elect you. We don't necessarily trust you guys.
I think that it's the absence of ideas that actually caused the Republicans to lose. The other guys have set...
I've never heard of this guy, but it sounds like he's agreeing with Josh, though.
That it's the absence of ideas that actually caused the Republicans to lose. The other guys have set the bar so low that we were playing to the level of competition, saying that because they're so low, we can just win by pointing out the inevitable and unending hypocrisies on the other side. Well, that's not enough. I think we need to offer an affirmative national vision and a vision of national identity of our own.
What do you think went wrong?
Well, I think it was a real mistake to have our own leadership playing in primaries and hurting us when we wanted to coalesce around candidates. Caroline Leavitt in New Hampshire. McCarthy spent millions against her. She then was our nominee and lost a close race. Joe Kent in Washington State. McCarthy was against him, and then he loses a very close race. Carrie Lake.
Hold on, is that true? Is that true? Kevin McCarthy spent money to go against a Republican candidate? Like, somebody please explain. Like I said, I'm still new to this, so there's still a lot that I need to learn and will continue to learn. But like, just on its surface level, that makes no type of sense. You spend money to go against a Republican candidate, even if you don't like that Republican candidate. That is money wasted. They're a Republican. We should all be banded together. Even if that may not be your favorite Republican candidate, like, don't spend money to go against them. Spend money to go against the left. Like, Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But like just in my mind, spending money to go against a Republican candidate is a waste of money. Like you should spend that money going against the Democrat, not one of your own. I don't know. If that is true, that is, yeah. I may be changing my mind on Mr. Kevin here. But y'all let me know in the comment section. Why does that make any type of sense? Why is that even a thing? Do Democrats pull stunts like that? Like, was Nancy or Chuck Schumer pulling anything like that? Spending money against certain Democrat candidates? Let me know. Let me know.
Also did not receive the outside report she should have received from the Republican establishment.
Close race. Joe Kent in Washington State. McCarthy was against him, and then he loses a very close race.
Carrie Lake also did not receive the outside report she should have received from the Republican establishment.
I think that the Republican Party's in a realignment right now, and I think you've got a young guard versus an old guard, and I think that fight translated itself into a disappointing turnout, and a lot of that goes into that internecine fight that's going on right now for the new direction of the Republican Party. That fight translated itself into money being pulled from Pennsylvania, from Arizona, from Georgia, many others.
In Pennsylvania.
I can't. Who is that? Who is that guy? What's his name?
He's in a realignment right now, and I think
Jack Sobiek. Is that how you say his name? Let me know in the comment section, but I kind of agree with him. And you guys can let me know if you agree. But, with my limited experience in this, it does seem like the old guard versus the new guard, the old establishment guys versus the new young, fresh blood, so to speak. It's probably bad wording there, fresh blood, but you guys know what I mean. The new younger guys, the new guard, so to speak. And it does kind of feel like there was that clash. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section.
a lot of that goes into that internecine fight that's going on right now for the new direction of the Republican Party. That fight translated itself into money being pulled from Pennsylvania, from Arizona, from Georgia, many others.
In Pennsylvania, I don't think Dr. Oz was ever going to be a good candidate. I also think that a lot of conservatives run away from the culture wars rather than into them. Whereas if you look at Ron DeSantis, he turned a state purple-blue to red by running straight into the culture wars, talking about the gender and the sexuality taught in schools, all the stuff that a lot of conservatives are too scared to touch, going up against corporations. I think he's the model for Republicans going forward. We want Republicans that are actually going to fight for the interests of the people.
We need the type of bold solutions we've been discussing.
I can agree with that. What was her name? Allie Stuckey? Oh, yeah, I've seen her. Yeah, Blaze. Absolutely. Allie Stuckey. Okay, so now I know her name. Allie. All right. So yeah, I could agree with that. Do you guys agree that Ron DeSantis should be kind of one of the examples for the Republican Party? I do think he did stand up and speak out against some of the woke BS, and I do feel like there are a lot of Republicans who are just like, shh. Like, when's the last time you heard Mitch say anything about, the woke BS? Maybe he has said something, but I haven't heard anything. Just saying.
All the stuff that a lot of conservatives are too scared to touch, going up against corporations. I think he's the model for Republicans going forward. We want Republicans that are actually going to fight for the interests of the people.
We need the type of bold solutions we've been discussing: asylum reform, internal enforcement of our immigration laws, breaking up big tech, and conducting the investigations to expose where our government has been weaponized against our people.
Are we going to be the party that says we want to put actual power into the hands of the people and not into the hands of the DC establishment. I mean, that's what we've got to get back to.
You know, I talk to President Trump all the time. He won in 2016 because he went out and got the independents. He went out and got the suburban moms. He went out and got the single parents on basic values that we believe in, you know, a border, countering drugs. Those messages resonated at the top level of an election cycle, but our candidates, the ones that lost, I believe, failed to put those on the kitchen table.
A lot of people were blaming Trump. Why were they blaming Trump? As you saw with President Trump, candidates that actually got through the primaries, that's an unprecedented win record.
I don't really buy this thing like, oh, it's the Trump endorsements. I think that's a distraction. The problems are structural. The Democrats have done a much better job at updating their sort of election infrastructure so as to maximally take advantage of the post-COVID situation.
We got to embrace in-person early voting. I mean, we're here in Maricopa County. It's unsustainable and it's wrong to tell all your voters just to vote on one day.
We were the party of mail-in ballots.
I agree with that as well. Don't all show up on the same day. It makes it way too easy to pull off a stunt. Oh, we know like 90% of Republicans are going to show up on this day. All right. Well, machine's not working. Sorry. 75% already showed up. So you could try on that day if you want to, but most people already showed up. So sorry about you. You know, play the game. Play the game. Now, we shouldn't have to play the game to begin with, and I think we can all agree with that, but that is the times that we're living in. Adjust to the times or perish. It's the only other option. Just saying. I would much rather adjust with the times, play the game, win the game. Once I am in control of the game, then I can make sure the game never has to be played again. So that's the way that I see it. But maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know. I probably am, low key. We being real.
Why? Because we were the...
Tell all your voters just to vote on one day.
We were the party of mail-in ballots. Why? Because we were the party trying to get our military men and women in uniform the ability to vote when they were deployed overseas. And from a principle standpoint, we got away from that. If we want to get back and change the rules, we have to go big on mail-in ballots.
I got to push you on this a little bit. Trump initially came out sort of wishy-washy on mail-in ballots. Yeah. Do you think that had anything to do with it, or was it a mistake?
I mean, yeah, look, hindsight is 2020. I think we should have gotten bigger on mail-in balloting. And yeah, it would have been great had he said that then, knowing what we know now.
Look, Republicans won the House, but still a lot of people are thinking it was a letdown. What do you think?
We didn't answer the question on abortion. Every candidate we had that allowed their opponent to define them about abortion lost. And the Democrats, if you watch the ads, all they ran ads on were abortion and maybe January 6th.
We were not able to message on the abortion issue. I'm extremely pro-life. I think we should have put the Democrats on defense on the abortion issue and make them defend late-term abortion. I don't think Lindsey Graham did a good job of that at all. I don't think Lindsey Graham's good at messaging anything. I don't know why we'd have Lindsey Graham in front of a camera in front of an election. If you want to lose, that's what you do, is you give Lindsey Graham airtime.
I don't know a whole lot about Lindsey Graham, but from the limited amount of knowledge I have about Lindsey, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I agree with Charlie Kirk. It's a losing strategy if you put Lindsey Graham out there. My goodness gracious. So shout out to the Daily Caller once again. Huge shout out. Make sure you guys go subscribe to their YouTube channel and show them some major love. Okay. So do you guys agree with what these guys and gals had to say about the reason why Republicans didn't have the performance that we all expected? It wasn't quite the red wave that we were all, giddy for. I know I was pretty excited for it. I thought it was about to be a red wave, the likes of which we had never seen before. And, it was a win. But it wasn't like the statement win that we were all expecting. Do you agree with their reasoning as to why that was? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, comment. Hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.